Orange Crush. Can't beat classics.
We are the ones, we are the guns, and we will roll. We are the voice of a song unsung. We are the chains that hold us. We are the choice, we are the strong, we are one.
Hello, Broncos country. So, that was quite the win. That was quite the game. We just beat the Seattle Seahawks 27-24 to open the season. We start off 1-0. It was in our house. Guys, this was a very important game for us. First, we were going to get a good look at Case Keenum and our new revived offense, see what they were going to do. We were going to look at see the defense, see if they're going to hold up, and of course, a few Broncos making their debuts. Philip Lindsay, who we picked up from the Colorado Buffaloes. Cortland Sutton, Deshaun Hamilton, Jake Butt. We were Pac-Man Jones making his debut in a Denver uniform. And guys, this was an incredible game. And first, let's start with the offense. Case Keenum, yes, he threw 3 interceptions today, but he also did throw the 3 touchdowns that got us to win. Let's be honest, guys. If Case Keenum doesn't throw 3 touchdowns, we don't get a win. And I'm going to let the 3 picks slide. I mean, it's his first game. I can understand. 2 of those plays, the Seahawks just made a good read. On 2 of those picks, Seahawks just made a good read. On one of them, it was a bad throw. It was a good read by Seattle on a couple plays. But one thing that has to be addressed is that our running game is infinitely better. We decided to start Royce Freeman in the game instead of Devontae Booker. I think it was the right choice. Royce Freeman just absolutely pounded those guys. Royce Freeman's a great power back. Philip Lindsay from the Buffs, man, that guy refuses to go down. And I'm a Buffs fan, actually. And I remember watching him in Colorado thinking, man, I hope this kid goes to the NFL because he's going to make some NFL team. He's going to make an NFL team. He's going to make the running game good again. He's going to make them a much more efficient offense, and he did that today with the Broncos. He really made the offense charge. He was churning out yards after yards after yards after yards. He refused to go down. I liked what I saw from Lindsay today. I love what I saw from Freeman. One thing I liked is that we were trying to chew clock at the end of the game and kill the game. And I like how he runs. He tucks the ball under both his hands and he keeps it high and tight because you could tell he's just trying to hang on. And even though he's not that fast and he's running with more of a trucking power, he just churning out. He churned out 8 yards, 11 yards, 8 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards, 11 yards. He was just churning out runs, and I liked what I saw. Yes, there were 3 picks, but I did like what I saw from Keenum today for the most part. In fact, even if you clean up those turnovers, I think Mark Schlereth addressed this in the booth because he was commenting the game today. Mark Schlereth addressed this. If we clean up those 3 turnovers, we probably win this game by 2 touchdowns. We'd probably end up winning a 38-24, or maybe possibly 45-24 if we clean, and that would be a 3 touchdown win if we could clean up the turnovers. The defense, great job today. I love what I saw from our defense. This was an incredibly well-coached game defensively. I loved what they did. Von Miller, my guy, the Vonster. He got a strip sack. He got a fumble. He had 3 sacks today. And I think he had, 5 tackles? Vaughn was incredible today. He was getting in there. Vaughn collapsed the pocket and he beat up their offensive line. Bradley Chubb got in there. He got a sack on his first play. Chubb goes in there and he gets a sack. Chubb gets a couple tackles in there. Domata Peko, Derek Wolfe, even Chris Harris on a corner blitz. Darian Stewart, Shelby Harris. Our guys were getting in there and they were plugging it up. In terms of the running game, their run game, yeah, they had a couple good runs from Carson. But other than that, Zach Kerr and Domata Peko were doing a good job collapsing the middle of the pocket. And Wolf and Miller were just bringing the edge rush. And Chubb does a good job containing. In terms of the cornerbacks, they actually got a few big plays on us today in terms of the passing game. So we need to shut that down. We need to work on that, stopping those big plays. But we did a good job for the most part. Chris Harris, he did his job today. I liked what I saw today from Pac-Man. Pac-Man did his job today. I liked what I saw from Darian Stewart. I like what I saw from Roby and Justin Simmons getting a pick. And I actually forgot to address this. I should have addressed this so much earlier, actually. I have something. I have a signed hat by Justin Simmons. I got him to sign my hat. I met him at an offseason. I was doing an outreach thing with my football team, and I got to meet Justin Simmons. And this is like so cool. Simmons, he's such a cool guy. I got to shake his hand. He's a really good guy. I really like him a lot, and I think he's a huge part of the no-fly zone. Despite the 24 points, Orange Crush, they kept us in this game. If our defense doesn't play the way they do, we lose the game, guys. Orange Crush kept us in it. So, yeah, credit to my defense. Now, one big thing I was concerned about in this game was going to be special teams. Because if you guys remember last year, I think we were really low. We might have been ranked like 29th to 30th in our special teams. We were terrible last year. Isaiah McKenzie, muffin punts. McManus not really kicking that accurate as he used to be. Punting not as well as we could have. We made some big upgrades this offseason in terms of, first off, we fired the idiot Brock Olivo. Don't know why he was able to retain his job as long as he was. McKenzie was inactive today, so we put Pac-Man Jones back there, and Pac-Man Jones, he had a couple of good returns today. He was making some moves, he was running a couple good returns, and he got us in great field position. He got us up to R40, and even got us, like, they punted the ball. He returned it from R20 up to their 47-yard line, and that helped lead to a touchdown. So Pac-Man Jones putting us in position today. Marquette King, great punting today. I think we punted the ball quite a few times and actually didn't not really did it even hit the end zone for a touchback. We pinned them a lot inside the 20. Whenever we could, we would pin them inside the 20 a lot. Marquette King, expert. I love that we got him. Thank you to the Raiders for giving us Marquette King. McManus was actually 3 for 3 today on field goals. I love what I got from, actually 2 for 2 today. My bad. He was 2 for 2 today on field goals. I liked what I saw from Brandon McManus. Good job today. Special teams was infinitely better, and Vance Joseph managed this game infinitely better. Vance Joseph really didn't manage games really well last year. He did it way better today. The defense did its job, and while it wasn't always as perfect, the offense is far better than last year. Guys, I know there's 3 picks, but it's the first game of the season, and from what I can see, Keenum is a better option than Simeon or Paxton Lynch. He was better than those two. And for anyone calling to start Chad Kelly, I guarantee you, if we put Chad in there, we lose this game. Case Keenum was a big reason we won this game today. And our defense, I think, is ultimately the reason. The defense won this game for us. And, yeah, that's just it for me, guys. So I'm glad we got the win. We have a game against the Raiders next week, and it's going to be here in Denver. And the Raiders are going against the Rams tomorrow night. And I will watch the game, and I want to see what we're going to get from Oakland. Because here's the thing. They traded away Khalil Mack, which is good news for us. It makes our life much easier because offensive line today was really good. In fact, they only got 1 sack on Case Keenum. Case Keenum, if he ever was trouble, it's because he was holding on to the ball way too long. I love what I saw from the offensive line today. They gave Keenum great pocket protection. We had like 1 holding call today. When usually we get like 4 or 5 in a game. Today, great blocking from the O-line. They gave Keenum a pocket. They gave him 5 seconds, sometimes even 6 or 7 seconds a time. I love what I saw from the O-line today. Good protection today from our offensive line. So we won't have to worry about Khalil Mack this time. Thank God. The secondary, I don't think is that strong. I've always thought that the Raiders secondary was honestly kind of weak. So I can't wait to see what we're going to get from Oakland. Guys, it's going to be at our house, another home game. It's our first divisional game. So yeah, that's a must win. We can't lose a divisional game. But guys, I'm really happy. Good Sunday. I'm really happy, guys, and finishing off with an Orange Crush. Mile High Country, Mile High Football, Broncos Country. Adios.